Good day there, sweetness. You looking to make a quick bit? You could be just what I'm after.
Can I step back before I hurt you?
You haven't even heard my offer, girl. You look like you've still got all your teeth. Nice and healthy. I craft replacements for nobles who have lost theirs. I can pay you real handsome for some of those. 1 silver for 2. What do you say?
Do you have any idea who I work for?
The rat wouldn't like you throwing that around. This guy's an artisan that's practically a smith. We don't need
No
that
man's
high a
Horror Game by
profile.
Hello Games, yeah.
That sounded like a threat, Brand. You know the sentence for harassing a resident engaged in legitimate trade is public flogging and 100 silver fine.
Do you have any legitimate work for me?
No work's legitimate if they let you do it, sweetness. The Assembly declared back in Darbier's reign that it insults the ancestors for casteless to perform any work the recognized lineages can do. Now, do you want it or not? 1.5 silvers, and that's my best offer.
I was leaving.
Suit yourself. Plenty of brands are willing.
God, you're a dick. There. That's not a door I can go in. So wait, that's where we came in. Yeah.
Great prices on all arms and armor, like they were sawed off, Brand. I don't have anything for the likes of you.
Do you mind? I have nothing you can
Oh,
afford,
really?
and as long as you're here, no one else will come.
You're a merchant. Why do you wear a castless face brand?
Same as you. It's illegal for me to walk here without one. I'm from the surface, so by the law of assembly, I'm castless. But I think of the brand as just a part of the license to vet my wares. I use a washable ink, and when I return home, it's gone first thing. I cannot imagine wanting to wear the beastly thing every day.
You have another suggestion?
If you were on the surface, you could open a shop, claim land, and start a farm, and get legally married by the human chantry. Orzammar is the only place in the world that will treat you like this. Yet you all stay. I'll never understand it.
But isn't the surface disgusting and full of humans? Yeah.
There is one thing about the surface, though. There are no castes, and we dwarves all look to help each other. It always seems sad to me that our homeland is the one place in this world where you're likely to be killed by a fellow dwarf. Now, unless you're gonna buy something, I need to unload and get home before the rain sets in. That's water from the sky, by the way.
You loot your wares?
Fine. But try to steal anything and I'm calling the guards.
I can't afford any of this anyway. Well, I need to say I get an idea of what you've got.
This place is vermin.
Ooh. Tavern. Oh, brat shop. It might be the tavern then.
Go back to your dirt pile, scum.
You're a fucking dirt pile.
I assume this pile of worthless junk belongs to you. You realize it's in
I
the
would
way and that
speak
the
to you,
patrols will
not
not be able to come
take
through.
my bloody weapons.
Or I shall have it thrown out in the deep roads, and you with it.
I'm so sorry, my lord, but they told me to move my goods over here. I couldn't even set up shop in my usual place.
Nonsense.
It's true. They said that the servants needed to polish the floors on that side of the pub.
Would it not be incredibly warm in here?
Turn around, Brand. No castless on the grounds.
How would you like it if I kicked you out somewhere?
I think what my friend meant to say is we were just leaving.
Excellent assault, man.
What were you thinking? No castless are allowed at the proving.
Hey, I'm just gonna aggro everyone. Oh, and it's blocked, isn't it? We can't go down this way. Or can we? Nope, nope. We're completely blocked there. Over here.
Get out of my face, Brand.
His shop is here. What's over here?
Watch yourself. The Shaper doesn't need your footprints all over his clean clothes.
Didn't touch anything.
We'll stand further back. I'm not gonna risk my position by having someone see you
Hey,
near his
Arjun,
robes.
how you doing?
After
I'm
my
doing
mother
well,
took
thank you for
5
asking.
years of her personal time sewing fine dresses for the head maid at the Shaperette, Mother tells
Should
me
I
they never
shaper
considered
it?
a single other candidate when the position opened for underwasher.
Is working for a shaper that prestigious?
It's barely under the king himself. They control Orzamar's memories. They oversee births, marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are.
Are you good? That's good to hear.
Except you, I guess.
Are you good friend visiting with you?
Castless and
That's good.
criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
If you're just a servant, aren't you castless too?
I am not castless. I am an honorable member of the servant
Oh,
caste.
there was a bit too
I
much
serve
of
my
a
betters, as is my
pushback
place,
there, wasn't there?
decided by the ancestors who granted my mother my birth. I am not a criminal.
I'm not a criminal either. Exactly. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's so good. Yes, you got your Mexican friend visiting you. He's got anxiety though, but don't worry. He's got medication for Hispanic attacks.
You were once.
Oh no.
Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors. Obviously they bred anyway, but their children can't possibly deserve the same protections as those who were legitimately born.
What exactly does a shaper do? I kind of want to bitch slap her.
They control Orzamar's memories. They oversee births,
Memories.
marriages, death records, histories, everything we do or are. Except you, I guess. Castless and criminals aren't allowed in a Shaper's presence.
Why not?
Whatever horrid deviants you're descended from were written out of the histories and deemed unworthy to join the ancestors.
Wait, like,
Obviously they bred anyway, but their children
what
can't
kind of
possibly deserve the
crimes
same protections as those who were legitimately
turned you into
born.
castless? You get back to your washing.
As if I'd stop for you.
Well, you did, didn't you? You had a whole fucking conversation with me, Missy. But after the fact, so like, the matter is,
The vein at Corbeth is starting to run low. We'll need to strike out for new ground.
I'm gonna kill every NPC in the game. Wow, I don't know if I can. Saving content. Oh god, everyone's coughing.
The ancestors were smiling on my bets today. Another round for the house.
Bartender?
No castless.
Seems like you're got an open door policy on martyrs though.
Who the dust are you? Oh, my mistake. I didn't realize you were one of his. I'm not looking for any trouble.
In this kind of society, a crime usually just means something which causes a noble to dislike you. Well, yeah. Tell me if you know where to find a man named Oscius.
Is that what this is all about?
Or is it
He's here,
Oscius?
all right. Right over there. Been nursing that same mug half the day. Paid up front, though. Good silver. What's he done?
Gonna make that your business?
Sorry, just trying to make conversation. You, do what you have to. Just, try and keep it neat. I'm still paying for this space.
Who let them in here?
Hey, I'm trying to have a drink here. You mind standing downwind?
These seats do not look comfy, do they?
You just keep to yourself, Brand.
Oh, who else is in here? Where we go?
They say the warrior caste is hosting
Do you
a
mind?
proving
I'm
so
in the
the
middle of
Grey
a
Wardens
conversation.
can look for candidates. Can a man drink in peace?
You look like you're past the drinking stage. I wouldn't mind a pub like this, apart from the atrocious looking seating. It's very, if you want to sit down, just be, you know, in your own little personal group, you can be without being near too many people. I approve of this place, the layout.
Hey, I was saving that seat.
That's real thoughtful, Ascaius. It's tiring work looking for you.
How do you know my name?
Well, we filled out for ours, didn't we? Randomly. No. Do. Here's out for making a big mistake.
I don't know what you're talking about. You probably have the wrong Ascaius, see? I just got here this morning. I'm usually on the surface, and...
So you're not the turncoat two-faced swindling duster Barat told us about.
I never did anything. Barat's got no reason to send you after me.
If you did nothing wrong, you got nothing to fear, right?
I just want to make sure nobody, does anything too hasty.
Of course not, it's just a friendly inspection.
Making sure you didn't accidentally pocket any processed lyrium, you know.
Look, I always been loyal to Barat. He's been good to my family. I know how much I owe him.
Why you been holding out on him?
I haven't. I wouldn't.
Swayed, anything is going to convince me?
I do have some lyrium ore. I have a little deal with one of the mining families.
Oh!
If it worked out, I was gonna bring Barat his cut, I swear. I'd
So-
be crazy not to.
Suicidal,
Okay.
one might say.
How much ore did you take?
Just a little, maybe 25 sovereigns worth.
25 sovereigns.
Most of that's with my buyers on the surface. I just picked up a few nuggets down here. If I were to maybe give you a piece, that's a lot of coin. Could you forget to mention this to Barat?
I'm listening.
I don't got any coin myself. I make that topside, but you can take the ore, sell it, maybe get enough to get out of this nest. What do you say?
Intimidate. Give me all you have, not pretend you weren't here.
All I have is the 2 nuggets, but they're yours if you let me out of here.
Are you breathing smoke? Barat will kill you if he catches you with his lyrium.
Me, you think I wouldn't share with my best friend? I'm gonna get him on side.
Well, that's a whole other story. We need to sell it before we go back to Barat, and to someone who won't run to him. Tell you what, cut me in 50 and we'll take it to Olinda. Remember her? She likes me and refuses to work with the old man.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. Deal.
Then what happens to me?
See, we can't. May see. I don't know if we say like he left. Can't call us out if he ever sees him again. He go up to the surface and never come back.
We'll have to tell Barat he's dead. If he ever finds out.
He won't. I swear. You'll never see me in
This is
Orgrimmar
going to
again.
backfire.
Thank you. You're as kind as you are beautiful. May the ancestors bless your steps.
He just vanished. He just fucking vanished. Did we get what we were after? Oh, this is so gonna backfire.
Was that smart? If Barat finds out Oscaius ran, he'll kill you.
Things always backfire in these
He'll make
games.
you
Yeah.
kill me, then yourself. Then he'll probably stew us and serve us to the poor.
Too late for regrets. Halfway to the surface by now.
We should sell this quick and report back before Barat starts wondering what's taking so long. Unless you think we should give it all to Barat.
Ooh. Can't go over your character's picture. Oh shit face, yeah. See, although we'd get less of profit, would this be a bit more convincing if we kept, or we sold one, split it, and then gave him the other one? That could throw the scent off, couldn't it? We killed him, we just got this one off his body, while we pocket the other one between us. I mean, we started with nothing. I like how that wine bottle behind us is floating on top of the... I just noticed that it's floating on top of the ledge. Yeah, we'll sell one and tell him we found one on Oscaius.
He'd probably buy that. If he knew what Oscaius was hoarding, he wouldn't have sent us to look, right? Unless he was testing us.
Stop worrying, let's go back to Olinda already.
You're the boss.
Olinda is over here? Gonna go badly.
What are you two doing back here?
I actually got some lyrium to sell you.
Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear cross those lips. Where exactly would someone like you pick up lyrium?
Are you interested or not?
How much do you have?
How much per nugget?
I can give you 30 silvers per nugget.
Only 30?
It's less than it's worth, I won't lie to you. But the market for it's topside, and that won't be easy for me to reach. And I'll have to find a buyer who won't ask where it came from. For that, I can't afford more than 30.
Okay, why is it so valuable anyway?
Because we have it, and the folks topside need it. It's what their mages use to power their spells, and it's the only metal that'll let magic stick to a shield or sword. Now, do you want the deal or not?
We'll sell the one.
All right then. Let me take that off your hands. And you probably shouldn't come around here for a while, just in case.
It's alright, he got 15, I got 15. And then we can go to his shop and say, here, we got this one nugget from his dead body. This is not going to go to plan, isn't it?
The king is old. His rule won't hold much longer.
Prince Balin seems far more
Who are
sympathetic
you?
to our interests than Trian.
Balin has some tastes of his own that he knows I can provide. We'll finish this later.
Oh.
It's about time you two showed up. What happened with Oscaius?
He's guilty, here's the lyrium.
One lousy nugget. You want me to believe that's all he got off with?
He said he kept most of it topside. That was all he had on him.
Jarvia, send a dig troop topside. If Oscaius had a hiding spot up there,
Oh no!
put us up to our elbows in it.
As you say.
And the matter of punishment?
Won't be bothering you again.
Absolutely. Dead as a plate of chops, screaming for mercy, telling the ancestors to bless your name. Real dead.
Very interesting. Seeing how my cousin was at the tapsters.
Oh,
this
fuck
afternoon.
off.
And he says he saw something change hands between you and Ascaius. And then the Duster Sodding stood up and walked
I
out
never
on his
said
own
that he was killed.
Does that sound like what I asked? Jarvia, what does that sound like to you?
The bastard next to
Sounds
me
like some
said he was
jump-up face
killed.
brands thought they could take a bribe and let him walk free. That's just not right.
The lady says it's not right. You wouldn't disagree with a lady, would you?
Just wait. I know my friend fucked it. I'm not stupid enough to kill Ascaius in public.
Right. I mean, no one's gonna say spit to you, Barat. But we can't move that free. We needed to get Ascaius somewhere private. We took him to the lava sinks behind the mines. You won't be seeing him again.
I don't like you making me look weak, but it's smart to try to keep the Swordcast from asking questions. That's why I like you two. Now I got something else for you. Make some use
Did
of
we save
your
that?
unique skills.
Yeah, to get to make some other Duster cry.
Not if you know what's healthy for you. This one, I want you invisible. The Warrior Cast is hosting a
That's not gonna happen.
All the best fighters, last man standing, you know the sort of thing. They're showing off for some Grey Warden who's looking for candidates to drag off to a life of eternal glory. Now, it's not often we get every named fighter in Orzammar lined up like that. And I have certain acquaintances who take an interest in this sort of thing.
Why would the Grey Wardens be here?
Topsiders see a couple of Darkspawn, they start crying and running to Papa Orzammar. They know dwarves are the best when it comes to Darkspawn, so they're here to recruit a couple of bodies to prevent another blight. Because why should humans have to live with what we get every day?
Are you going to bet on who the Wardens pick?
There's a lot of coin to be made when people get the fever up. Favorite fighter's an officer named Minar, veteran of 4 Darkspawn campaigns.
Okay.
Evaird's a long shot. Just got back from a deep roads offensive. Some young buck who has all the ladies drooling. I've got a lot of money riding on him. Mine and other people's. I expect to see that
Oh.
pay off.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay, am I supposed to help him win?
The fight only gets announced to contestants themselves to prevent illegal gambling. So first, you'll have to find Evaird, see who he's fighting and when.
I know discretion
When
isn't on the
Minar
resume.
comes up,
No.
I want you to slip this drug into the bastard's water. It'll slow his reflexes, just enough to take the edge off, not enough to show. But it wears off
Ooh.
quickly, so don't use it until just before his fight.
Does he know you're doing this?
He's the kind of warrior who wants to show off his oiled physique to a cheering crowd. You think he wants scum like us making money on him? Don't let him know what you're doing. Just find his chamber, see when he's fighting, then go to Minar and dump the drug.
How am I supposed to get to his water?
He should have an alcove for his pre-fight preparations. All the fighters are provided basins of water. If you're asking how to sneak in there, you're pretty much saying you're no good to me.
Oh, jeez. Okay, what is this drug?
I'm not asking you to distill it, just drop it into a basin. That's all you need to know.
Where is it brewing?
It'll be in the big arena north of the Commons. Normally castless aren't allowed on the grounds, but I got you a pass. It says you're there to clean up the waste trenches, not to watch the fights, so don't look conspicuous.
Where do I find?
You'll be in the fighters' quarters
Okay.
under the stands.
Alright, go right now.
You bet you will. Here's your pass to get on the grounds. The proving starts as soon as the clock strikes. And when I say I have coin on this, I'm not talking about some pittance, like the value of your life. If I don't see a Vaird's name on the winner's sheet, you'd better make sure I never see you or your sister ever again.
Oh jeez. Well, we're gonna fuck this up, aren't we? Jarvia.
You ask too many questions. All you've got to know how to say is, "I'm mistress."
Who are you?
You don't recognize me?
You know Jarvia, right? Barat's favorite lieutenant and the only person he trusts in all of Orzammar. You know that, Jarvia.
Where am I looking? I feel like I'm looking past Jarvia to like some spot on the wall. What exactly do you do for the Carta?
All you need to know is that I'm Barat when Barat's not here, and I'm getting mighty impatient.
Sure you're sleeping with him?
I think it's way past time we were going. Don't smile on you, Jarvia.
Get out!
Oh, we just rile everyone up, don't we? Shopkeeper?
I don't have anything you can afford.
I got 15, you little bitch. Sold one of those nuggets.